want him back healthy.
Boy, this is a tough break for this team, Kevin. I mean, his injury is going to cost him the regular season, and it looks like he won't be able to be available for the playoffs either.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Bryant and Mayo man the backcourt. Dudley out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Sanders in at the 5 spot.
Well, Chris Paul breaking Magic Johnson's record last season with 13 double-doubles to start the season. That's points and assists we're talking about. You know, anytime you're mentioned in the same breath as a Hall of Famer, that's a pretty good thing.
Here is Dudley. In Sacramento, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Sanders. And it's Griffin with the rebound. And Chris Paul finishing last season as the NBA's leader in assists per game. His 3rd time shooting that mark.
Yeah, and he's been in the top 5 in that category pretty much since he came into the league. You won't find any better than Chris Paul at this point.
Now, here is Knight. Following the missed shot by Larry Sanders. Knight kicks to Sanders. Feeds it to Dudley. Fires from deep. And that one's good. Dudley's got the first 3 points tonight for the Bucks.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
Paul with the ball. Against Indiana, he was really on his game. Now, Redick. Jordan inside. Sanders covered. Jordan's shot is off.
Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Knight sets the pick for Sanders. Back to Knight. And he makes good on the layup.
Beautiful cut to the hoop. He's getting anything he wants here already.
And here is Paul. Right now averaging 17 points a game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Jordan with the screen on Knight. Paul passes to Griffin. It's rebounded by Mayo.
Boy, after the first 3 misses, I thought they'd get one here, but they still can't connect.
He feeds it to Sanders. Kicks it to Dudley. Dishes it to Knight. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Back to Knight. 4 on the clock. Griffin grabs the board.
The defense was ready for him that time, and they had to be so powerful in the lane.
And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing.
Barnes really a good glue guy. Rebounds, defends. He's gotten better with his outside shot, and he can really run the lane. And he's always had a toughness and a fearlessness that I think a lot of coaches love.
And you look at advanced plus-minus measurements. Matt Barnes rates very well.
Not surprised by that, Kevin. He brings so much energy at both ends of the floor. He does a lot of those little intangible things that don't always show up on the stat sheet.
The Bucks obviously did not have a great season on the court, but off the court there was some big news as the franchise was sold last April.
Now here's Mayo. He's coming off a 19-point game against Sacramento. Here's the pass tonight. Sanders dishes to Dudley. He kicks it to Mayo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. The feed now to Antetokounmpo. Sanders with a screen on Griffin. Knight for 3. Shot no good. The Clippers go the other way with it. And with the Bucks and their sale, new ownership. What is important is that you notice that it's a local group and they're continuing to really get the tentacles within the community.
Well said, and that's always helpful when you have ownership that's there present and invested in the local community. There was a lot of fear in Milwaukee that the team could be on the move, and those fears were put to rest.
And so it's Milwaukee now. The Clippers getting the bucket. Knight sets the pick for Mayo. From 11 feet away. And again, the Bucks miss.
That was not pretty there.
a moment to view the league's leading rebounders. Andre Jordan, number 1.
And guys, I think his rebounding has taken a lot of pressure off of his teammates and really frees them up to contribute in other ways.
Griffin, a screen on Knight. Oh, no one around him. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
He had a whole lot of space to get that shot.
Yeah, I don't think the defender did a good job there of getting over the top of the screen.
Knight kicks to Mayo. Here's the 3, and he gets it to go. Mayo's got himself on the board with 3 there.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Clippers trailed by 4. Ball with the ball. He dishes it to Griffin. Dudley against Barnes. Ball outside. 5 on the clock. Jordan, the pass to Redick. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Bucks leading by 4. And stolen by Redick. Griffin against Mayo. And the call will be against O.J. Mayo. That is his first foul of the game. Redick for 3. Good.
I thought the defense really kind of slacked off there. He's going to drill those threes when he gets a good look.
So the Bucks, their last game, a win against the Kings.
How about the box score from that game? The accuracy from the three-point line, just remarkable.
Yeah, it was a stream of threes that allowed them to repeatedly deflate that crowd.
Now, here is Knight. 20-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And he really kept his head down, was drawing contact, getting himself to the line, played an aggressive game. That was a big-time help for him and his team.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Jason Kidd. What did you find out, Doris?
Kevin, when addressing his game plan for today, he said there's just too much speed on the other side to make this a transition battle. He's confident they have an advantage in the half-court game, so that's the type of contest he'd like to take it to. We'll see how it works out for his club.
And thank you, Doris. Mayo drives in. Passes it tonight. Six to shoot. Now here's Mayo. Covered by Redick. Comes up empty from 8 feet. Clippers trailed by 3. Griffin kicks to Jordan. Rebounded by Dudley.
That's a shot that he sometimes struggles with, but you can't fault him for taking it when the defense backs off like that.
The dish to Antetokounmpo. Right on the wing. For the 3. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Paul with the ball. Now Mayo defending. The shot's good from Paul.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
You know, there have been talk of the Clippers trading DeAndre Jordan for Kevin Garnett since summer. The Clippers have to be happy they didn't make that trade. Sometimes the best trades are the ones that aren't made. KG's still getting it done, but Jordan is going to be their center for a long time.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Crawford's checked in. And then for Milwaukee, Pachulia comes in for Larry Sanders. And Middleton subbed in for Jared Dudley. Here's Pachulia, averaging 6 points per contest.
And Jordan last season, second in the league in total blocks, becoming more vocal defensively. I thought he improved his position and recognition as well.
That's the epitome of teamwork right there, Kevin, on the alley-oop.
Clark, what about the finish? Bring it down with some thunder.
Yeah, lightning, too.
But I'll tell you, the pass was even better. He put it on an absolute platter for him.
Here's Middleton after the Clippers pick up 2. Good. And Jordan wears the number 6 in honor to his idol, a good one, Bill Russell.
And, you know, Doc Rivers caught some flack last season for pointing to similarities between their games. Even Jordan says that's a stretch. I think Rivers is just highlighting that Jordan could be truly great as primarily a defensive player. Wanting him to really focus on being an elite defensive player.
Nobody near Barnes. And Griffin slams it in.
Now that's no run-of-the-mill putback there.
Well, the rebound and then the dunk, one on top of the other.
The 1-2 punch, you gotta love it.
Ball again tonight to the wing on the left. Pachulia kicks tonight.
Brandon makes one season in Kentucky, now in his 4th season in the NBA. Still young and hard worker. Fearless on the court. I think a lot of upside still there for him.
Talk about Brandon Knight's happiness. He ended up on supposed to make the right defensive play.
I think you and everybody else remembers that DeAndre Jordan dunk. But you got to give him credit. He was trying to make a defensive play and ended up getting posterized. But I like his effort at that end of the floor.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Glenn Davis is checked in for Griffin. Douglas Roberts comes in for Matt Barnes. And it's Farmar in for Paul. Here's Farmar. Right now averaging 5 points a game. Pulls up. And the shot no good. A bit short.
What was the defense doing? He is not the guy to give an open look to, and yet they got away with it.
Here's Bryant, guarded by Jordan. Pass to Bayless. Feeds to Pachulia. 6 to shoot. And the Bucks miss again.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Back tonight. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Here's Farmar. He feeds it to Crawford. Jordan the screen. Crawford drives in. Blocked. Now, here is Knight. Kicks it to Middleton. Shot clock at 6. Back to Knight. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Brandon Knight primarily was effective as a spot-up three-point shooter in his first couple of seasons in the league, but he's getting better at attacking the rim and drawing fouls. He's steadily increasing his attempts at the line.
Steve, Brandon Knight working on change of speed going into last season. That helped him get inside and draw those fouls.
And you can see he spent time in the weight room, Kevin. He has that frame to carry extra muscle. And it's enabling him now to power through contact and get to the rim. He's getting a lot better.
Knight hits them both.
For the Clippers, they have really struggled against Knight.
Already up to 9 points, and the contribution from the line for him, he's made 5 free throws.
He hasn't been afraid to draw a little contact if the opportunity's been there. And I'll tell you, some guys shy away from that, not him.
Now here is Douglas Roberts looking for his first basket still in this one. There's a minute 40 left from the first quarter of the game. There's the pick. Here's Knight, and he gets it to go. Knight's got 11.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
Clippers trailed by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure good, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Douglas Roberts dishes to Jordan. Middleton the pass tonight. He kicks to Bayless. Pass to Bryant. Dishes to Bayless. A 3. Crawford with the rebound. For the Los Angeles Clippers, they come in off a good outing against Indiana.
And they didn't win that game quite the way they planned. It was a lot tighter than they wanted, but they still came out on top.
Yeah, I'd agree. A little too close for comfort, but they'll take it all the same. I mean, no matter how ugly. I've yet to hear a coach talk about an ugly win.
And stolen by Knight. Fast break, Milwaukee. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And Middleton kicks to Bayless. Knight on the wing. Clock at 6. There's the pick. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Douglas Roberts. And the bucket counts. He's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Well, I tell you what, that is a lot harder than it appears. You got to get your body angle just right to shield you from the defense.
Milwaukee making a switch. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. The Bucks on top, up 3. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles.
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors take on Chris Paul and the Los Angeles Clippers. Live next Thursday night.
Game here as we get back to the second quarter. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Bucks, guys.
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they built this lead.
And they've built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got. We've got Sanders. Jared Bayless is out there with Kendall Marshall. Then there's Jared Dudley, and it's Bryant in at the power forward.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Glenn Davis suffered that broken bone to his foot towards the end of the 2013 season, and that motivated him to slim down. He got down to the lightest weight he's been since 8th grade, believe it or not, and still one of the strongest players in the league.
One of the things that's amazing with Big Baby Davis is how quick on his feet he is for his size. I mean, this guy's, 260, 65 pounds. He's great at covering pick and rolls. He slides in, take charges, and with his strength, you're not going to... back him down on the block. Forget about that.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Barnes comes in for Chris Douglas Roberts. And Paul subbed in for Jordan Farmar. Sanders sets the screen for Marshall. Over in the corner, Dudley. And it's off the back rim. No good. Let me take a look at Big Baby. No question a good defender, Steve. Offensively, he can struggle, though, to finish over length.
Well, he's skilled. He's a good passer, and he can shoot from mid-range, but he's a below-the-rim type player, so he has to figure out how to use his body to get to the rim.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, thanks, Kevin. Matt Barnes out of UCLA, of course, an energy and effort player. He brings toughness and a defensive mindset. And he said, I always look forward to guarding the best player. My thing is to stay into them and make them uncomfortable with pressure. I want to make them work hard and not allow them to get anything easy. Kevin, back to you.
A versatile defender and much improved as a shooter over the years, Doris. Thanks. And the layup's good off the glass. And now a 3-point Clipper lead.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear.
On the pass to Bayless. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. With a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Chris Paul, 4th.
The best passers always know where everybody is on the floor, especially their teammates. And they've got it down to an art form as to how to get their teammates the ball.
Clippers leading by 3. Coach is liking Clark what he's seeing from his offense.
And shoot, why wouldn't he? I mean, guys, they're filling it up with ease, executing, getting quality shots. I mean, this is fun to watch.
Yeah, this is like a clinic out there, guys. This is exactly how you attack a defense. Move the ball, sharp cuts, really a nice pace to their offense.
Pocket 2. The shot by Redick, no good. Bucks trailed by 3. Here is Bayless. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
Well, he wasn't phased at all by the bigger man on him. And on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
Griffin a screen on Dudley. Barnes kicks to Griffin. Sanders with the steal. Dudley dishes to Antetokounmpo and stolen by Barnes. Ball passes to Griffin. And the rejection by Sanders. Now here's Marshall, defended by Paul. Marshall dishes to Sanders. The feed to Marshall. Passes to Dudley. Just 4 to shoot. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. Taking a look at Toronto. They've got the #1 record in the conference, and because of it, each night out, their competition is in bringing right after. And, of course, there's the Bucks. 6.5 games behind them.
Well, right now for the Bucks, they've become a team that you really have to watch out for. Just look at where they are in the standings. Remember where they were last year at this time? Big difference.
Yeah, big difference. It was a tough season a year ago. As a result, there weren't a lot of expectations coming into this season. So I like what this club has done. I mean, they've really competed. They've come together as a unit. They're well coached and well prepared every night.
That's their 3rd straight make-off and assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Bucks trailed by 3. And Marshall kicks to Antetokounmpo. Now Sanders hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The dish to Dudley. Here's Antetokounmpo on the mark with the 15-footer. And here is Paul. He dishes it to Barnes. Pass to Griffin. Puts up the baby hook. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
Blake Griffin, arguably the top posterizer in the game. Opponents don't like being embarrassed, and they'll take a hard foul on him if need be. Some have said that Griffin needs to retaliate for his own well-being. He's got to go back at some of those games.
And Griffin has said he thought about retaliating for the hard fouls, but he said, Steve, you know, it might be best for me, but getting suspended would be very bad for my team. He had his head on straight, obviously.
Well, yeah, credit him for trying to keep his cool and not get caught up in the moment. But understand that there's always a two-way street. He oftentimes initiates the contact, and he's such a physical player that he's always going to get caught up and tangled up in the play.
Paul with the ball. Now here's Redick at the ball. And Redick now got the key. Davis with a screen on Sanders.
J.J. Redick acquired by the Clippers going into last season. Great fit, but injuries really held him back. First, surgery to repair ligaments in his wrist, then a bulged disc in his lower back. Ended up playing just 35 games in the regular season.
And Redick, were it not for the injuries, was on pace, Clark, for the best season of his 8-year NBA career.
Kevin would have been a career high in points per game. Great efficiency for Redick as well. He flourished playing alongside former ACC rival CP3, Chris Paul.
The Bucks making a change here. Knight's checked in.
You know, it took a little while, but at the Staples Center now, the team to fear is the Clippers. They were tough here at home last year.
Sanders sets the screen for Knight. Antetokounmpo kicks to Sanders. Davis with the ball, and he gets it back. And Glenn Davis is going to pick up that foul. To Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 5. Hits the front of the rim and out. Guys, you were talking about the Clippers. It wasn't that they would beat you here. Steve, they would blow you out here.
Yeah, I mean, their average win margin here at home last year was almost double digits. I mean, think about that. Average, they would win by a blowout here at Staples.
Dudley the pass to Mayo. And Griffin sends it back. Redick, out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession.
So a moment now to check out the story of Blake Griffin. Great work over the last month. He's averaging 22 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 4 assists. What incredible numbers. He's been a beast.
Yeah, one of the truly elite players at the top of his game, Steve. He's a marvel when he gets it going.
Larry Sanders, mostly an at-the-rim finisher at this point in his career. Complete plays off pick and rolls, his explosiveness, his length, I think really allows him to throw it down over the top of the defender.
And for Larry Sanders, you know, he's not the most effective player in isolation situations, but supposedly he's been working to expand his offensive repertoire, focusing on his mid-range shot and driving to the basket. We'll see if the fruit shows up in his work.
And Larry Sanders might be best served working on his free throw shot, Steve, shooting under 60% for his career and well under 50% last season.
No question. Kevin, I think the Bucks, first and foremost, they hope he can recover his shot blocking form, rebounding from 2 seasons. That's what they really need out of him.
Inside, runner in the lane. It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Knight.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening, Steve.
Oh, it's off the charts. It really is. Defensively, I mean, they have to start shutting down some of those lanes to the hoop.
Griffin a screen on Knight. Ball kicks to Griffin. Stolen by Dudley. And it's the Bucks on the break. Mayo's running. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Los Angeles. Crawford comes in for J.J. Redick. And then for Milwaukee, Pachulia, he's checked in for Sanders. And Middleton subbed in for Jared Dudley. Here's Paul. Another shot. Takes the 3. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. 7 points for Chris Paul.
That's some more rugged play from them inside. Got a decent edge and rebound thus far.
And that hard work on the boards needs to continue. That could be what swings this game eventually.
Mayo dishing to Antetokounmpo. He feeds it to Pachulia. Great D that time from Jordan.
Terrific defense at the rim. He got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
The Bucks trail. Here is Knight. 13 points in the game. Kicks it to Pachulia. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Zaza Pachulia signed last season to a 3-year contract by the Bucks. Question the fit for a developing team with young talent in the front court. He does give them that veteran experience and a little extra muscle inside.
The free throw drops for Pachulia. Pachulia Clark missing a couple months last season, but when healthy, good low post bang.
Kevin, he's got a physical presence and he's a guy that does not shy away from contact and really does a nice job rebounding on the offensive play.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Chris Douglas Roberts checked in for Griffin. And it's Farmar in for Chris Paul. Jordan with the screen on Knight. Farmar passes to Barnes. In the corner, it's Crawford. Cans the shot with nobody near him. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Intelligent passing there to make that hoop possible.
Outside Mayo. He kicks to Knight. To Mayo. It's up a 3. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Not able to find it here in the second. He's off stride and off track just a bit after that one he had earlier.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Los Angeles. Mayo against Crawford. Crawford with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. The Clippers keep it alive. Here's Barnes. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You know, even from here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the official. Well, when you're the worst team in the league, any game is tough, particularly when you're on the road. It's going to be hard no matter where you play, and that clearly is the case for the Bucks.
Bucks with the second fewest road wins in the league last year, Steve, with only 5. Every trip seemed like a nightmare.
Yeah, there really wasn't much they could do other than chalk it up as a learning experience. But you know, what a difficult way to go through the entire season. They've got to do better than 5 wins away from home this year, that's for sure.
Lock at 6. Mayo kicks to Middleton from the arc, and he gets it to go. Middleton's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
It's to Douglas Roberts. He's looking for Jordan and finds him. Up to the right wing. Here's Farmar. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
He just couldn't shake loose. He had the defender draped all over him.
Knight passes to Bryant. Outside Mayo. Vicious tonight. The pass to Middleton. Lets it go from deep. Here's Bryant. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Boy, where was the box out? Too easy on that second chance opportunity.
Yeah, no box out is what happened there. Those kind of mistakes on the glass will kill a team.
A minute 20 left now here in the second. Jordan the screen. Farmar dishes to Douglas Roberts. Second shot opportunity, and the foul called on the Milwaukee Bucks.
That's foul number 2 on him. It might not warrant sitting in entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
The Clippers have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
Well, to this point of the season, guys, they're knocking down about 76% of their free throws.
And they've made progress in that department from last season going into this one, guys. I mean, the numbers have improved.
Bayless is checked in for O.J. Mayo. Passes to Bryant. To the left wing. The feet tonight. Here's the screen. Pass to Bryant. From deep three-point range. Can't get it to go. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Barnes kicks to Farmar. Dish out to Douglas Roberts. Good. And Farmar gets the assist. Douglas Roberts has got his 3rd basket of the night. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Crawford outside. Connects in the foul line jumper. Crawford's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Risky shot there. Size-wise, I mean, he easily comes out on the short end of the stick, so to speak.
With the nice high release, he had no problem getting it off and knocking it down.
And a tight game here as as we end the first half. Clippers lead by 2. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Brandon, tell us a bit about your opinion on the team right now in general and what's important for the team to do in the second half.
I think we're doing all right, but we always want to improve. We always want to get better, and we just want to apply the principles that we applied throughout the week. So I think we did a good job, early on. Then we started to get fatigued and get a little bit tired. So I think we got to continue to play through adversity.
Sticking to your principles is usually a good thing, Brandon. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third.
That's for sure. I mean, he got to the line, drew contact, and they love getting to the free throw line. Easy points if you can get them.
Steve, I think they may have to rotate the defensive assignment on him from now on just to avoid foul trouble on any one player. I mean, he's drawing a lot of fouls on guys.
CP3 at point with Redick there at the back. Blake Griffin down low, DeAndre Jordan, and it's Barnes, and it's the 3-shot. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Griffin attacking, and he goes in for the dunk.
How about that now? What a sensational finish.
Well, got to be able to get some hand time to do that.
Yeah, you got to rise and levitate.
Suspend yourself.
Yeah, levitate.
And glide. You got to glide in and reverse it home. So sweet.
Knight kicks to Mayo. He dishes it to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Now, here's Knight. He's guarded closely and misses it off the right side of the rim. Clippers leading by 4. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Over in the corner, Barnes lets it go with a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
Yeah, and in that victory, they got huge contributions from their bench. And I thought their depth was really the major factor in that game.
That's not how you want to kick off the second half with 3 straight misses.
Right around a minute and a half. Play here in the third quarter.
And he's been straight into that screen and open the lane up for the hoop.
And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw. That's good from Barnes. With floor spacing, Steve, more important than ever in today's NBA. Some have questioned the pairing of Griffin and Jordan and the Clipper front court.
Well, I think it's worked out just fine. I think they could add a stretch 4 behind those two guys and maybe mix him in during the rotations. But all in all, Griffin and Jordan have played awfully well together at both ends of the floor.
Here's Knight. And he overshot that one, missing.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
And for the Clippers, their most potent offensive weapon is Chris Paul, coming off the pick and roll, attacking with great ball handling skills and vision. You want to create space for that. Defense, more often than not, will look to bring help from the front court. And that's when things really open up for Paul in terms of his offense. Last year the Bucks knew that to make the playoffs would be a real stretch. Strange kind of when you consider the year before, 2013, they had gotten to the playoffs, but it just goes to show you things change quickly.
Here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 6, and they get it. Good on that shot. With that, the Los Angeles lead is cut down now to just 6, and the basket from Brandon Knight. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. As you guys are talking about, the winds of change can sway things up and early in the NBA, and the Bucks are hoping things can change for the better, Steve, just as fast.
Well, luckily with the pick they got and the changes they made, I mean, they're in a much better position this year. The postseason's still probably a stretch, but not completely out of the question in the Eastern Conference.
He's off on the first. Los Angeles calls timeout.
Well, he wants to get everybody on the same wavelength, that's for sure. And he may change up some things here as well.
Looks to me like he saw something that wasn't on the plan and picked now is the time to address it. I don't have a problem.
He hits the second from the line. You often think of the Clippers as being an updated version of Showtime. Grind out, get a
Yeah, I thought they were a little better defensively. They have guys that will certainly give you highlight reel material. But they're smart in how they attack teams and how they finish games, too.
Knight with a screen on Griffin. Screen by Sanders. Here's Antetokounmpo. Easy layup after coming off the pick. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points.
Boy, that was a strong pick by Sanders.
Clippers leading by 5.
And with the Clippers, I think a big part of how they can grind out is that they know how to get to the free throw.
Griffin sets the screen for Barnes.
Well, one way or another, the Clippers, as you said, they'll find ways to score points, even if it means selling a call or two. But do what you need to do to get wins. Most players are open to that.
So far, he's missed 4 tries at the line, going 3 for 7.
Boy, it's been a struggle for him at the charity stripe throughout this game.
Well, give him some credit because he's done well to get there, but of course that's only half the battle. You got to knock him down.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Dudley, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Dudley dishes to Mayo. Feeds it to Knight. All sorts of time, and that one hits back out.
This quarter, he's really been off the mark. He just looks a little bit unsettled.
They get a hand on it, and stolen by Mayo. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
Like he may have been showboating a little bit at the end of that one.
Let's now go to the sideline and catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Kevin, there's no doubting a tumultuous offseason for Jason Kidd. After what some say was a failed power play in Brooklyn, he moved on to coach Milwaukee. The Bucks with a less established roster, but Kidd got a bump in pay and may have a larger say on personnel. A surprising move, but he seems genuinely excited about guiding this young roster. Kevin, over to you.
He said it's not about the market, it's about the opportunity. We'll see how it goes. Thanks, Doris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Knight. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
He's starting to feel it. He's in a groove here in the second half.
Clippers have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. And here is Paul. He has 7. Up top, Griffin. Picks it out to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Barnes. Drops in the layup for 2. Barnes has got 8 points in the quarter.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Mayo with it. 7 points in the game. He feeds it to Knight. Mayo up top, covered by Redick. Here's Antetokounmpo, and it's rejected. They get it back. Clippers leading by 4. Outside, Griffin. And yes, sir, that one drops. Griffin's got 7 points.
You know, his ability is matched only by his energy, guys. I mean, he's usually in the middle of everything for his team.
Now, here is Knight. He's got 21. Wants to get it to Dudley and does. That's good. The assist that time from Knight. Knight's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Mark. They're getting after it. They're starting to run a little bit low on energy.
And it's Paul penetrating, kicks it to Griffin. And that one is stuffed right through.
Now, that's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. Find the gap in the defense and attack that rim with force.
He is
as good as anybody. Just so athletic and strong.
Chris Paul, arguably the league's best point guard, and he does have the best player efficiency rating of any point guard in the history of the rating. Future Hall of Famer. This is an all-time great we're watching play right now.
A different look for the Clippers. Davis comes in for Jordan. And Crawford in for Matt Barnes. The Bucks also with the sub. Kendall Marshall's checked in for Brandon Knight.
And you talk about Chris Paul's statistical resume. That often overlooks his defense. But he's a perennial all-NBA defense selection over the last 7 years or so. He's a lead in both.
Clippers leading by 4. And stolen by Mayo. An even 3-on-3 break. He kicks it to Marshall. To the inside. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 4 points this quarter. And Chris Paul, such a scrappy defender, Clark, the league leader in steals per game for 4 straight years.
He's got such quick hands. Really what makes him so dangerous defensively is his anticipation. I watched him off the ball a lot. He just anticipates where that pass is going, and he gets there right away. The Milwaukee Bucks are a team that's tried season after season, year after year, particularly recently, to put the best team they could manage on the floor. Unfortunately, that type of approach has kind of left them in no man's land. Not good enough to compete for a title, not quite bad enough to draft a potential superstar.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Pachulia, he's checked in for Sanders. Chris Middleton comes in for Jared Dudley. And Jared Bayless subbed in for O.J. Mayo. Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. Pass to Griffin. Puts up the baby hook. Milwaukee is on 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. And Marshall kicks to Bayless. They set the pick. To the middle. For the lead. Pachulia, no luck. Talk about that no man's land. The Bucks have tried to sign the best players they could. So often those mid-tier veterans really don't move the needle.
Yeah, but you know, with this year's top pick, and then you got the Greek freak, Antetokounmpo. I mean, the Bucks have finally acquired a young talent who they think maybe be able to take them to the next level. We'll see.
Marshall has good size at the point guard position. List him at 6'4 plus. He really is an excellent guy. Great vision. Throughout his time in college and his short time in the NBA, he's averaged more assists than points.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Douglas Roberts comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Farmar in for Chris Paul. Bryant, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Kendall Marshall, a good assist-to-turnover ratio, but his lack of mobility, I think, continues to hurt him defensively.
Well, he's probably never going to be great at that end of the floor just because he doesn't have the foot speed you need to stay in front of people. But he's very smart. He relies on his savvy and his positioning. And all in all, you know, a very good season last year for the Lakers.
Dishes it to Bayless. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
That's one he knows he should have made.
And Douglas Roberts kicks to Griffin. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. We should take this chance now to go to the real stats. Real scores from the real NBA and run down the top free throw shooters. Take a look at Bayless, the best in the NBA. You put him on the line and it's nearly automatic. And of course Jamal Crawford, a little bit down the ladder.
Kevin, it's about practice and repetition. I bet if you went and watched these guys practice, they're at the gym early and they're there late. There's no secret to success. It's hard work. Whoa, that'll wake you up.
Is he an athlete or what?
He just lives above the rim. I mean, dunks like that have become routine for him.
Now Marshall. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Let's go. Bayless's shot is off. Los Angeles leading by 4. Crawford drives in. That's good. Milwaukee's on 2 of three when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. They set the pick. Here's Marshall. The pass to Middleton. Lets it go from the wing. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 11 rebounds in the game. Stolen away. Middleton the pass to Marshall. We've got 1:48 left in the third quarter of the game. Out to the right wing. 5 on the clock. Middleton. And again, the Bucks miss. Clippers have gone 7 of 12 from the floor since coming out of the break. Davis setting the pick for Griffin. Pass to Farmar. In the corner, Douglas Roberts with it. The feed to Farmar. From past the arc. Milwaukee with the rebound. Pachulia's got 4 rebounds in this game. Middleton dishes to Marshall. 1:07 left in the third. Pass to Middleton. To stop the drought. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Well, you know, Chris Middleton, an isolation scorer back at Texas A&M during his college days, now is becoming more of an off-the-ball scorer. Got a solid mid-range game and getting it done inside and out. And
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Farmar kicks to Crawford. 46 seconds left to play in the third. The dish to Farmar. It's all about Antetokounmpo. And here we go with Bayless.
that is such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
That's one thing to create a turnover, but to so alertly turn it into a transition opportunity, that's even better.
And Douglas Roberts kicks to Farmar. Milwaukee with the rebound. Pachulia's got 5 rebounds tonight. Marshall passes to Bayless. For the tie, and the shot is good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just haven't looked back.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
And Griffin scored. The assist from Farmar. And that's 13 points for Blake Griffin.
That's been a great day for him. And remember, he gave them a huge performance their last time out as well.
And we just...
Spend your Christmas day with the NBA. Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder go up against Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs. It's the
assist of the game. Brought to you by State Farm.
This was a showstopper, wasn't it? It was a difficult pass to make. It's flawlessly to set up that alley-oop.
The Clippers shooting 47%, pretty solid. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Bryant and Mayo man the backcourt. Sanders out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Dudley in at the small forward. Here's Barnes. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. And here is Knight. Out left to the wing to take the lead. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Boy, you wonder what the score of this game would be if they weren't pulling down all these rebounds.
Love what I'm seeing from them in the paint. Looking at the game Douglas Roberts has been having, he's got 10 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
Yeah, and you'd expect by the end of this game, I'm sure the numbers are going to look even better.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Clippers?
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
And I also like the penetration. When they're getting into the paint, they're getting a lot of easy hoops from those strong drives.
J.J. Redick's checked in for the Clippers. Ball comes in for Jordan Farmar.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done, and they need to make every possession count.
I agree. Good stops. Can't afford any wasted possession. Those inside shots are really high percentage looks.
Feeds to Mayo. Unloads from 13. And another basket for Milwaukee.
How about the passing there? Moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Here's Redick. And that one's good. And the Clippers lead by 2. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Sanders with a screen on Paul. Knight dishes to Sanders. Here's Antetokounmpo, covered by Barnes. 4 on the clock. O.J. Mayo again. Mayo's got the game tied up here for the Bucks.
Got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Redick, guarded by Mayo. Kicks it out to Paul. Jordan sets the pick for Paul. Shot clock at 6. He took good advantage of that screen.
You know, the defense didn't exactly try to fight around that screen, and that's why it turned into the easy basket.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. Mayo with a screen on Paul. Sanders sets the screen for Knight. He dishes it to Sanders. And Dudley kicks to Mayo. Second chance effort, and it's Sanders getting it to go. Sanders has got 4 points in the quarter.
Love the way he fought for that putback. You know, he's willing to put in a lot of hard work in this game, no doubt about that.
Paul with the ball. Into Jordan. Stolen by Dudley. He feeds it to Sanders. Outside Mayo. Back to Knight. To take the lead. Barnes grabs the miss. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. The shot's good from Paul.
Tell you what, he's been zeroed in on the hoop all quarter long, making big shots.
Bucks have gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Timeout called the Bucks. And the Clippers making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over that last break. He told them, guys, we're getting bogged down in the half court. Let's get out and run, see what's available in early offense. If there's nothing there, we can always back it out and run our sets. Good advice, Kevin.
Sanders passes to Dudley. Misses the wing check. The Clippers in the lead. Now here's Griffin. And Sanders pulls it down. Sanders has got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Mayo dishing to Sanders. Knight kicks to Dudley. Corner shot off the left rim and out.
I thought he'd make out. That's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
4-on-3 break. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Textbook example there of how they use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
It feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close. Last season was a tough one for the Bucks, but for the man they call the Greek Freak, he was a great situation, able to play big minutes. And took his lumps early, but had a chance to be an excellent player.
And the veterans on the team have really embraced Chibo, as they call him.
Yeah, Giannis has a really joyful disposition. He knows he's living his dream, and he's also putting in the work to make his dreams a reality. You gotta love that. Remember, he's lived a hard life growing up in poverty. And since his determination continues to overcome, that attitude always stays.
Here's Redick. Knight grabs the board. Knight's got 3 rebounds now in this one. And there's O.J. Mayo on the assist by Dudley. Mayo's got it all tied up now for the Bucks. Clippers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Jordan with the screen on Mayo. Redick with it. Now defended by Sanders. But Paul, nobody around. Hangs home the trifecta. Paul's got 9 points here in the second half. Mayo kicks tonight. They double him with Jordan. Outside Mayo. And here's Dudley for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Ball outside. Nobody near Barnes. On the 3 off target.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
Knight kicks to Dudley. Pass to Mayo. Mayo left side. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Despite the troubles he had in the first half, he stayed composed and focused, and now he's getting it going.
Paul kicks to Redick. Back to Paul. Outside Jordan. Back to Paul. There's the triple. Milwaukee with the rebound. Sanders has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Knight passes to Dudley. Back to Knight to take the lead. This ball grabs the miss.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Ties it up, and this next one would give them the lead.
Solid play from Sanders in this one. He's got 13 rebounds and 1 rejection in this game, too.
And it was a good one, too. Really one of the highlights, I thought, of the game defensively.
Outside Griffin. Paul left side. Can't take a 3. Again, the miss by Paul. Milwaukee's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0-4 since the start of the final quarter. Here's Knight. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Inside. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot 2.
Well, he stopped the dunk there. That was about the only play he could make.
Well, you don't like the foul, but you don't like to give up an easy dunk either.
And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stretch for the Bucks.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive. Attacking and coming away with steals.
Something that's also benefited them tonight are the turnovers they've forced and the points that have come along with those forced turnovers.
Mayo, that's good. Went right down to the wire here, Clark and Steve. Still anyone's ball game.
Both teams really invested now. I mean, this is the type of game you love to win, and you'd hate to lose it.
Boy, after all this energy that both teams have expended, you're right, Clark. This would be a tough one to lose.
The Bucks making a change here. Middleton's checked in. To the wing right side. Here's Redick. Makes a big height pass and goes in. Redick's got 4 this quarter. The Bucks trail. Outside Mayo. Kicks tonight. Sanders against Jordan. And Sanders, here we go. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. After a 2012-13 season in which Barry Sanders received the 3rd most votes for most improved in the league, to mention a 4-year, $44 million extension to the Bucks. Steve, a lot was expected last season.
Yeah, and unfortunately, a lot was not delivered. Injuries and various off-the-court issues kind of made it a season to forget for Sanders. So this year will be one of redemption. He needs to find that form from a couple of years ago.
And Sanders, you know, tearing a ligament in his thumb during an off-the-court scuffle early in the season. It cost him 6 weeks. And he just put together his best game of the season when a stray elbow fractured his right orbital bone and put him out of commission once again. Tough break. Some of it self-inflicted, some of it bad luck.
Knight with it. Guarded now by Barnes. Sanders with a screen on Barnes. Off the screen. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
Couldn't convert. Nice little two-man game.
And it wouldn't surprise me to see them go back to that the next trip.
Griffin is just direct. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Griffin's got 3 assists now in this one.
And for Sanders, the injuries, unfortunate. I think some of the off-the-court decision-making issues were even more of a concern for the Hawks. He's made him a big part of their future. They can rely on him moving forward.
Lock at 6. Knight kicks it to Sanders. And stolen by Jordan. Here's Griffin. Second shot opportunity. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Mayo with Chris Paul covering. It's Mayo on the wing. In low to Sanders. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Sanders has got it all tied up now for the Bucks. LA's got a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. This is direct. 1:35 left to play in the final quarter. He kicks it to Barnes. A jump hook, and Griffin scores. The assist from Redick. Redick's got 2 assists tonight.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
And Sanders throws it down.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
Yes, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those extra points.
Always does, Kevin.
I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of contest.
Now Griffin inside. And the foul called on Larry Sanders.
And that 4th foul might force him to scale back the aggression defensively, but he does not want to pick up number 5. Milwaukee needs to do a better job guarding against Griffin.
He's got 15 rebounds and some assists, too. How about 3 of them? He's gotten after it on the boards for them as well as in the transition game.
And one's really fed into the other. He's got such a great rhythm at the line, whether it's with a big lead in the first quarter.
Throw down. Man, mark it up. This is that red-hot version of Blake Griffin.
59 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Mayo. The pass to Middleton. Fires the 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Redick kicks the ball. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. A tad short, but it's good off the front end. And it's a 6-point Clipper lead. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Knight against Paul. Passes it to Middleton. Here's Knight. And it's Griffin with the rebound.
Boy, he has been struggling mightily in this quarter, guys.
True. He really seems to have tightened up a bit for whatever reason. He looks tight.
Both teams changing it up here. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line. And it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 8. 17 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
Middleton the pass to Marshall. They need this. Can't get it to fall. And so Los Angeles takes the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort.
And so now we'll go down to Doris Burke, who's standing by live with our Jordan